Hey guys, Paul from Green Dragon Hydroponics. I know it's been a few weeks since we did an update video, so I wanted to show you a few things and let you know what I've been working on. Just kind of had my hands full with the store, with a couple other fun projects that I look forward to sharing with you guys. But wanted to show you our progress with the indoor space. A lot of these plants that I have in here are getting ready to transplant. We're just waiting for this cold weather in the area to pass. East Coast has been hit really hard with just kind of an extended winter, so I imagine after this next week or so we're going to be moving a lot of these outdoors and hardening them off to get them ready for the spring. So let me show you a few things here. So I think the last video we had, we were finished up the grow space and had the plants under this 4-foot T5, and a lot of those seedlings are now grown into definitely full vegetative, if not like a few in the back that are getting ready to bloom. I've also put a few other seedlings in here just from the store. There's also been a lot of tomatoes that actually sprouted from some worm compost that I had. So there were enough of them, I didn't really know what to do with them, so I just, transplanted them into solo cups, and we're going to be growing those out too. So here's a couple of those tomatoes. They're small green tomatoes that they're really tasty. They're kind of like tomatillos, but they grow in really bushy plants that I grew out last year, and I look forward to trying those again. Got a few purple dragon carrots here, and a couple small peppers that also sprouted with these tomatoes. These were the Chinese five color peppers that have been doing pretty well. You can see they have a fair amount of flowers. Not seeing any peppers showing up just yet. I think we give it another week or two, but they've been pretty healthy, pretty stable the whole way through. Been giving them just basically a base nutrient, a house and garden. Their base nutrient actually is pretty cheap as far as kind of premium nutrients go. But I had some extra of that. They're soil A and B, so I've been feeding them that. These ones here, these are the Peruvian ají charapita peppers. And out of all the plants in here, I'd say these ones have been struggling the most. And I think mainly the issues that we've been having with the space, like I said in the last video, had more to do with the humidity than anything. Temps have been okay. Right now it's a little bit low. Mainly floats around 68 to 70 degrees, but the humidity I think ranges anywhere from like 35 to 50, which kind of puts it a little bit low, which means that the plants are transpiring more and drawing up more nutrients than they need. So I think in general these ají pepper plants, they're a little bit sensitive to that. They're a little bit sensitive to feeding, and then I've noticed if I could change anything also, I use the Fox Farm soil, which is pretty dense. It's not so airy, even though I did air it out with Light Warrior. I think I would probably, if I did these again, I'd probably put them in a more airy mix, like Pro Mix HP or something like that. Aside from that, these are some other tomatoes that popped up, and then these are lemon drop peppers that we sprouted in the store, and they've also been doing pretty well. These are our lettuce bins that we're waiting to transplant these outside. I've got two bins of spring mix greens, and then some cilantro growing here, and then mustard greens in the back. I got a couple bins of mustard greens. Those are mustard, and these ones here are doing the best out of all of them. And then over here, Basil transplanted, or I planted a couple seeds of basil in here, and they've all kind of been moving pretty slow. That's why I put these bins on top of them to kind of try to increase the humidity in there and get them to a more comfortable state. These bins are also really good for when we harden them off outside. That'll ease them into the sunlight and transition them to the outdoor climate. As you can see, like, the amount of plants I had just kind of took over the space, so rather than having a lot of them under the T5, I just put them all under this one. It's a 1,000-watt metal halide. We went over this in one of the last videos, just about like using metal halide or HPS. Decided to go with the metal halide for now, and mainly because they're still pretty young and not really needing the redder spectrums. And I've also heard that a lot of pepper plants don't really pick up on the red spectrums versus the cooler blue spectrum of the metal halide. So yeah, I just went with the metal halide, and they've been doing pretty well so far. The other light that I've been working with, as I mentioned in a previous video, is this Optic One Veg LED. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by this light in general. I think they retail for 200 bucks, but it covers more or less a 3x3, and for 54 watts, it's really efficient light. Probably one of the most on the market right now. I think the spectrum's really good. They say that you can bloom under this the Cree Cobb. I think it's a CXB 3590, and in general, it's a nice design. It's got the passive heat sinks. They're aluminum pin heat sinks, and then the driver mounted up top, and then there's a glass reflection, and the chip is underneath there. So 54 watts and covering a more or less a 3x3. I might go to like a 2.5 by 2.5, but these plants have been doing just as well under the LED as the ones under the metal halide. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working with it more and seeing how it compares with the other lights that are out there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I got another project that I've been working on, a indoor NFT system. So I'm gonna update you on that shortly, maybe in the next couple days. But really excited also to be working with these Transcend 4-foot bar lights that are also a really great bar light, low wattage, really efficient. So stay posted on that, and if you like the video, definitely hit the subscribe button, or check us out on Facebook, or our website is greendragonhydroponics.com. All right, thanks a lot, and see you on the next one.